Hey, what's going on YouTube? Joe here from Metafish. Hey, I'm getting ready to bring my outside fish in. Not sure if you can see them, but this is blue Moscow guppies. And if we're lucky, we're going to see some pineapple red swordtails in this pond as well. This has been running since early June. So June, July, August, September. Middle of September right now. Nights are getting pretty cold. We're getting some 40-degree nights regularly. Today is going to be the warmest day for a while, and we're talking 60 degrees out right now, 60 F. So this tank didn't do a single water change on it all year. Put some cichlids in here, so we're going to see how they turned out. It looks like about the same amount. These were juveniles, so they should have grown quite a bit. Lots of algae and plants in here for them to graze on. Looks like they killed almost every plant. They got a little bit of water spray left here. And then this is 150 gallon. I put some endlers in here, as well as some rare wild swordtails. So we'll see. I don't think they did as good here, but they didn't do bad. And in the hot tub, maybe I'll get you some better view of it. But this thing is packed with water sprite, and as you can see, the duckweed just recently has taken over. There was a ton of hornwort in here, but we'll see. There's some hornwort. We'll see how much is left in here. Boy, that water's cold. Cold, cold, cold. This has got snakeskin endlers and some red-tailed Guppies in here. So we'll see what's left. This will be the last one I take down. But boy, that water's cold. I gotta get to work here. So first step is blue Moscow guppies. So this is how I'm draining it. I have a pump there that pumps up to the waterfall, and also usually pumps to this other basin right there. But right now I'm just filling the buckets and draining their pond. You can see, where is he? There he is. Got a frog stowaway. So I'm gonna have to get him out of there and just keep cleaning stuff up and sorting through what's in the pond. But yeah, 110 gallons is the liner here, and then this was another 40 gallons. But they couldn't really get into that pond, and I think everything I put in there washed down. So it was more just a aeration reservoir. Alrighty. So now here is step one, and I got all the duckweed out of there, and I'm like, oh, there couldn't have been any guppies in here. I just scooped the very top. So far, this is all the little guppy fry I've pulled out, and that's just scooping the duckweed out. So there's at least 7 of them. Sorry, I'm jumpy. Frickin' yellow jackets. Yellow jackets. Bees are so bad right now. And look at this creepy crawly that was up there by the duckweed. Let's see if I can't zoom in on him. I think it's a dragonfly larva. There he is. Look at that guy. Sorry, I'm jumpy. I got yellow jackets all around me. Ew. I bet you were eating some of the fry there, bud. I thought he was a fry. But no, these are the cute little guppy fry. So the water's pretty green, which is good. That's a good source of food for the little babies. So I can only imagine how many I'm gonna get. Alright, hard at work here. Jet's sorting the little guppies from the big guppies. Sorry about the green water, but those are some of them. Yep. Got some babies there. He's putting babies in here. And we got a few of the adults.
Look at you.
Can't really see them very good. We'll see them better in the aquarium. But pond's almost drained. I'm just working on the ledges, making sure I'm getting the guppies off the ledges. I gotta do this ledge first. or second here. Already cleared off that ledge and getting pretty low. And we're gonna take a couple scoops and see what we get from the bottom here. Ooh, a lot of mud. I don't like that. But some really nice fat guppies too. Let's see here. It's gonna be hard to sort these ones. Hard to do with one hand too. Flip that over. Ah, bees. Ah. Just swatted that bee. And you're probably laughing at me going, why is he so scared of bees? I've been stung 7 times this year. 7 times by yellow jackets. I'm a little jumpy. And the last couple times I think I'm losing my tolerance because they hurt. And my whole hand swelled up the one time. So, hey, that's a swordtail. They must have had some babies. Now, those are definitely swordtails right there. Red pineapple swords, look at that. And they're definitely not the ones I put in there. Wow, those are pretty fish. Those will be cool to see in the aquarium. Yeah. Awesome. But that's what takes all the time, is sorting this stuff. So I'm only scooping on one side. Let's see. You can just see it, the mass there. Oh, there's more pineapple swords in there. Look at that one. They're bigger too. I was worried that they would eat up too many of the guppies, but it looks like we got plenty of guppies. And I was really worried because we lost. I think I put 6 pineapple swords in here. And ended up losing at least 2 big ones that floated to the top. Alright, so I'm going to keep sorting here and I'll be back. Alright, YouTube, it's getting dark. I had to just hurry up and get some of this stuff done. I had somebody come over for fish, and then I had to eat dinner with the family, so I got her all drained out. I had to end up scooping it out with one of these little pails there to finish everything off. I think I got all the fish. I'm going to give it one quick look over again, though. Got a lot of fish. Got a lot of stuff. These are some of the little babies, and you won't be able to see all of them because of the green water. But those are all guppies and swordtails. More, this is probably double packed with babies there. And then this was a very pleasant surprise. There's some that are definitely swordtails. I'll have to sort them later with red fins out of the babies. And then I put 6 adult pineapple swords in there, and there's 3 adult pineapple swords that made it, and all these juveniles, they must have been one of the first batches. So I just think that's super cool. This is my favorite swordtail. Just beautiful. Doesn't look like it with the murky water, but I got to get all these fish inside because it is getting chilly out, and these little containers are dropping in temperature very quickly. So these are some of the adult guppies that blue Moscow guppies. So that pond produced very well for me this year. Better than last year. And I'll show you downstairs once we get some of these guys acclimated to fresh water, because this pH could be much more acidic. I almost guarantee it's much more acidic than my tap water, because it was getting all the rain was filling the majority of this pool. I only topped it off once or twice. The rest of it just came from rainwater, which is generally 7.0 pH, and my tap water is about 8. So I got to slowly pH and temperature acclimate these guys. So I'll probably show you how I do that. I just got to sort one more container for fish and then get everybody downstairs. Alright, YouTubers, thanks for sticking around this long. So I just did a 40% water change on this tank, and this is where I decided I'm going to put my super red pineapple swords. So right now I'm doing a drip acclimation to adjust the pH, and I just knocked the hose out of the water. But yeah, pretty hard to see there, and I'm dripping water all over the floor. There we go. So this is kind of how I do it if I'm coming back from a fish auction and the species is unknown what the pH is coming from, or if it's a finicky species, known to be pretty finicky. So the pH is probably pretty low, so this is how I'm pH acclimating those guys. Right now I'm just filling up these buckets because when I did my 40% water change, honestly, if you just let the water sit, I got a couple air stones here that I do my water changes with for certain species. I just bubble these until I'm ready for the next water change. And it does make a difference. The fish, if you're adding the tap water with chlorine in it, even if you add prime, it still has some chlorine in it, and that can be an issue. So these are the two tanks I decided to put the blue Moscow guppies in. This is a 10-gallon, and this is a really strange, but it works out perfect for the 10-gallon stand that I have here. This is a 15-gallon tank I picked up at auction. So it's only like 8 or 9 inches wide, and I think 20, don't quote me, 20 to 22 inches deep. It's 15 gallons, and it's pretty tall too. So I'm going to put the adults in here, and I'm going to put all the babies up here. And the reason I'm putting the babies in the 10-gallon up there is I want to be able to easily sort them, because I have pineapple swordtails as well as blue Moscow guppies. Can't really see any of them. And these would be the adults. And this is packed full of the babies. So if you can't do a drip acclimation like I'm doing right here, it's just as good just to take a scoop of water every time you walk by if you're feeding your fish or doing tank maintenance, and just add that, you know, once every 5 minutes, and slowly that will get the pH and everything right for the guppies. So there's a lot of them in there. I'll show you once I get everybody moved to their new homes. It's already dark outside, which is crazy. I only got one pond done, but it was the most difficult pond. And I set up this 75-gallon, moved a couple things around. And this is where I'm going to put the African cichlids, so they have a nice 75-gallon to grow out in. What is that sound? Oh, crap. I caught it on video. I've done that enough times. Fill in those buckets, and then I get distracted. You got to see me flood my basement. Grab a towel. Huzzah! Alright, talk to everybody later.